Good morning. I wanted to talk real quick about something that happened at work yesterday that I feel is probably a good teaching point, learning point, whatever. Um, I was learning yesterday how to do another person's job. She's getting ready to take some time off after Labor Day, and all of us receptionists are going to split her work up. And I just needed to be retrained on it because I hadn't been trained on it since February. So she was at my office yesterday, and her and I, to be honest, are like oil and water. She is super anal. Oh my God, super anal. And very, very set in her ways of how to do something. And it came up early yesterday morning that I forward things different on Microsoft Outlook than she forwards. And so I kept going back to the way that I've been doing it for 6 or 7 months. And she kept trying to, no, close it out and go up above and do whatever. And I finally was like, I'm thinking in my head, what's the freaking difference? It's a forward of an email. Why is that button better than the one that I use all the time? So I started questioning. I'm like, give me an answer. I've always been that type of, don't tell me what to do if you can't explain why you want me to do it. Don't tell me that your way is better if you can't explain why your way is better. What if my way is better? What if my way is easier? But if your way is easier or better, I'm fine doing it that way. I just want to know. I question. I'm curious. I don't just take people's, do this and just leave it at that. So anyway, I apparently triggered her really bad because I was like literally asking, well, what happens if I do it my way? I mean, is it like, what's it going to mess up? That was what I was trying to figure out, is like, what's going to mess up if I do it your way or my way? And anyway, she finally was like, why are you so combative? And I mean, like, I triggered bad. And I kind of was like taken aback for a second, and I kind of laughed, and I was like, well, that's funny because I think you're being combative. We were both very set in our ways, but more of mine was, tell me why you are so set in your ways. Tell me why your way is better. That was more of why I was questioning her authority. Is, if your way is better, I'm happy to do it that way. But if mine's the same as yours, then what's the freaking difference? So anyway, that kind of put a little bit of sourness into the morning. And I've noticed right now there are a lot of people that are not questioning anything that is being told to them. And for me, that is completely, I don't understand that. I'm very curious about everything. I'm like, I want to know why. I'm like a 5-year-old. Well, why are you doing it that way? Well, why do we need to do this? Well, why this? Why this? Why this? I guess I never realized that I was, I know that I'm a rule breaker. I've known that for a long time. I push the envelope every chance I get, and I don't just automatically believe anything that anybody is going to tell me. But I also know that people can be really super gullible, because I will pull shit on people a lot of times, and I'll say something like completely outrageous and with a straight face, and I'll say it, and they'll be like, really? And then I'll bust out laughing. So I swear to God, people will believe anything you tell them. And I don't understand why so many people are like that, other than it's old programming. I guess old programming teaches you that you do not ask questions. You don't ask or fight against authority. I'm not sure how I want to say that. I'm like, I guess I know for me, I've always been that way, but I am now seeing there's a lot of people out there that just, I guess that's where that word sheeple comes from. They just do what, their master tells them to do, and they don't ask any questions. I don't get that. That is so not me. So anyway, I just wanted to tell that story about yesterday, and how I literally had somebody ask me why I was being so combative because I was questioning her authority. And it was kind of funny. Now, it's funny now looking at it, but it was kind of uncomfortable at the time. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Don't be stuck in old programming. Ask questions, be curious. If you don't understand why something's going on, do your own research and dig into it. I mean, that's the best thing to do, is don't just take everything at face value that is going on in the world right now. Just don't. It will behoove you to get curious and do your own investigations and make your own assumptions about things. That's it. Talk to you later. Have a good day.